Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today's going to be a little honing session. It's going to be touching up touching up this Geneva Cutlery Razor. It shaves. I featured it one or two videos ago, but it's not as sharp as I like. It has a cuticle finish on it, but the sharpness isn't there. So I'm going to be touching this up. I'm gonna be going all the way back to the foundation basic. Um, I don't know, the lowest grit stone. Um, it's I don't know if that's the best approach to do it. I know um, sometimes the bevel is set and you don't need to go all the way back to the lowest stone. But for me, I've when the sharpness isn't quite there, um, I found the most improvement in going back to the bevel and going back to the lowest grit stone and just working on that until the sharpness comes back. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I don't have my Shapton 1.5K today. I'm actually gonna be going to my Soft Arkansas. So this is a 8 by 2 by half Soft Arkansas stone. So it's a little bit more coarse than the other Arkansas stones that I have, but this has worked very well. It is pretty narrow, 2 inches wide by 8 inches long, and yeah, this has worked well for most of my troublesome razors. So if I can't set the bevel on the Shapton 1.5K, I come back to this stone, Soft Arkansas, and this actually makes it really sharp and easily able to cut arm hair. On the other side, I have a hard Arkansas attached to it. So this is a combination stone, soft and hard Arkansas. And this was actually the first Arkansas stone that I got, and I was kind of regretting it because I was aiming for a finisher. So I should have gotten the black or translucent Arkansas first. But I got this one, worked on it, didn't really work out well. But I found some uses for it where if I can't set the bevel on a synthetic, I come back to this narrow Arkansas stone, and this has worked well for me. That might be one option for you guys if you guys are honing and you can't quite set the bevel on a larger synthetic. A narrow Arkansas stone, maybe a soft Arkansas or a Washira, might be a good option for a bevel setter. Well, but what I'm saying is that you should still work on a synthetic first, because going from like a fresh blade right into Arkansas, it's gonna take a long time. I tried taking a fresh gold dollar to a soft Arkansas for bevel set. That didn't work out well because there's just way too much steel to take off, and these stones are a bit of a slower stones. They're not the fastest stones out there, but it'll still cut. But yeah, let's get right at it. I've been talking way too much. I'm gonna wet it underwater. I don't need to soak this one. Just gonna be kind of a splash and go. And I'm going to apply some soap to the surface of the stone. I got my probably 2-3 years old Cube 2.0 pre-shave. I'm just gonna wet it slightly underwater and just apply it a little bit to the stone. That's it. About 1 to 2 seconds. Because if I apply too much to the stone, the pre-shave will bubble up and kind of make a mess. So I like to just apply it slightly to just remove the surface tension. I saw Keith doing that with his Williams soap, so that kind of gave me an idea to do this. Got my Geneva Cutlery here. Seems like the bevel is set, but I don't think it is maxed out to my liking. So I'm just gonna palm strap it really quick. Get any gunk out of the blade if there's any. Okay, I'm gonna wet it underwater. Alright, so this razor I've been using both X strokes and rolling X strokes because the toe and the heel doesn't quite reach the blade when I go through a flat traditional stroke. So I do a little bit of rolling mix of that. So let's get right at it. Here we go. I'm not gonna feature the whole bevel set here, but just want to show you guys what I do to kind of touch up on these razors and how I use the Soft Ark to improve the bevel set. And you can still hear the feedback from the stone. I'm going to do a little bit of rolling stroke here, rolling X stroke. And listening to the feedback of the stone, that's been really helpful in honing, because it's really hard to make a sense of the honing process. But just couple of things that's been helpful for me is listening to the feedback and how it sounds and how it feels on the fingertips. Also looking at the undercut of the water and testing it out with the arm hair test. Those three have been kind of my go-to indicators for each stone. But as you can see, the Cube 2.0 kind of bubbles up, and this is only after like 1 to 2 seconds. If I did more, it would bubble up like crazy. It's gonna put a little more water here. Continue on. I can see the undercut of the water is kind of climbing onto the blade. And right now I'm using about medium pressure, trying to use a consistent pressure all across the stone. Going back and forth in between X strokes and rolling X strokes to make sure all the edge is touched on the blade. And these Arkansas stones are really hard, so you don't want to go at a crazy lightning speed fast speed, because if you dull your edge on these stones, it's gonna kill it really quick. So trying to use a consistent slow stroke, maybe medium pace, back and forth, back to the X stroke. And this is basically what I do in the evenings. Just kind of work on improving my bevel set, making sure the edge is sharp, good to go. There is, at least for me, there's a difference between edge cutting hair and edge cutting hair easily and effortlessly. I feel like a lot of edges can cut hair, but I feel like most of the time it'll either tug or it will require a little bit more effort from you to cut through the hair. And it's okay, but what I like, or what I've found that gotten me a good edge at the finish, is when at the bevel set, or after the bevel is set, the edge cuts through hair like it's not even there. It just takes it right off without even you noticing it, and that's what I'm looking for at this bevel set stage. I am kind of stubborn, and sometimes I just try to assume the bevel is set or maxed out and go to the next stone, but at the finishing stage I am left with a unsatisfactory edge, and when I go back to the bevel, that's when I know I really didn't max it out. So I like to spend quite a bit of time at this first stage. Make sure the edge is good to go from the foundation before moving to the next stone. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a spine leading strokes as well to kind of clean up the edge and polish it a little bit, and a little bit of like a stropping function. I got this idea from Joe Calton, and also Devin Jackson has been influential in a couple of my honing techniques and maneuvers. Okay, and I'm gonna flip the stone here, rinse off the blade a bit, flip the stone so that it gets an even use on both sides. Apply a little more water and continue at it. So basically, this is what I'm gonna do for a while, probably 15-20 minutes. How long has it been? Okay, it's like 11 minutes now. So yeah, I'll do this for like 10 to 15 minutes. Check the edge, cut some arm hair, and kind of repeat this step until it gets to the effortless cutting stage. Sometimes it can take a while, but I find that once I spend like 25-30 minutes on this stone, tends to get to the effortless cutting stage. That's just been my experience. I've been experimenting with this soft Arkansas stone for a little bit, probably 2 to 3 weeks now, and I'm glad I kept this one around, because at first I didn't really see a use for this soft and hard Arkansas combo, because it's not a finisher and it's more of a foundation and intermediate range stone. So, and I already have my Chapin synthetics, so it's not really helpful to keep this one around. But when I have some troublesome razors, warped razors that need a narrower hone, this has been crucial in the process. I've been able to hone up some of the problem razors that I have, and yeah, use this stone well. Alright, so continuing on, the feedback is pretty consistent. It's kind of hard to tell right now, but I do know that it is touching, or it feels like it is touching every part of the edge, which is a good sign. Alright, at this point I'm just going to do a little bit of a spine leading strokes. Kind of strop, polish, clean the edge. Back to some X strokes. Some rolling X. Some spine leading. Just repeat that a couple times before I wrap this one up. And I don't know if the bevel is maxed out yet, but I'm just gonna stop this for now and maybe continue on later. But yeah, so that is it for this video. I'm gonna check out the edge really quick, but it does have some shine to the bevel. It doesn't mean much, but it's gonna palm drop it a bit. I don't see much swarf coming off this Arkansas stone, but it does sharpen pretty well. palms dropping here. Okay, got some of the gunk off the blade, and let's test out some arm here. Okay, it seems like it's cutting pretty effortlessly. I just put the blade next to the hair, use minimal pressure, and it just cuts through it. But usually at this stage, I will continue on the stone for a little longer, because I like to really confirm that it's good to go. Seems like it's having slight trouble towards the toe. I mean, it's cutting, but there's a slight sensation of tug towards the toe. Pretty good everywhere else, but yeah, it's gonna need a little more work. If there is any slight hesitation, then I will keep going on the stone. But this is basically what I'm repeating. I'm just staying good amount of time on this soft Arkansas stone, maxing out the bevel. And since this razor is a little bit warped, this narrow stone has been very helpful in sharpening all parts of the edge and making some progress on it. All right, so this is it for kind of setting the bevel, improving the bevel, touching up the bevel, whatever. I'll have to think of a title for it, but yeah, Geneva Cutlery Razor, soft Arkansas stone. It's been a good, the stone's been good for troublesome razors. And let me know what you think of Arkansas stones or straight razor, honing, whatever you guys have in your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Stay shaves, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.